Imagine your brain as a smartphone. Out of the box, it runs perfectly fine, right?
Okay.
But um, what if learning English was like an operating system upgrade?
Yeah, an upgrade that literally rewires your hardware,
Yeah,
like making the processor faster and the memory way larger.
exactly. Welcome to this deep dive. Today we are exploring a stack of sources, including university studies, language academy insights, and even international aviation standards.
We are trying to answer one core question here. Why is learning a global language like English not just, a resume booster, but an actual biological and professional superpower?
Right. So, whether you are prepping for a high stakes meeting, looking to level up your career, or just insanely curious about how your brain works, this deep dive is custom tailored for you. Okay, let's unpack this.
We really do need to start with the biology because the research shows that learning a language treats the brain like a physical gym. I mean, you are actively engaging the hippocampus, which handles your memory.
And the prefrontal cortex, too, right? For attention and decision making.
Exactly.
And the university studies in our stack mentioned this builds a cognitive reserve. And that actually helps protect the brain against Alzheimer's disease.
But wait, how does a mental exercise provide such physical protection?
Well, it comes down to how the brain adapts.
Yeah.
Because you are forcing your brain to constantly map new sounds to existing concepts, you're physically building denser neural pathways.
Oh, like adding extra lanes to a highway.
Right, exactly like that. So
Yeah.
even if Alzheimer's causes roadblocks later in life, your brain just has alternate routes to keep functioning.
That is fascinating. Now, one thing from the Language Academy insights that really surprised me was how it changes your worldview.
Mm.
It's not just swapping out words. I mean, it's about cultural empathy, right?
Oh, absolutely. You are learning how different cultures think, not just what they say. Like, for instance, Japanese phrases often emphasize social harmony and group cohesion just based on the vocabulary.
Wow. Yeah.
And then on the flip side, Spanish highlights emotional openness and warmth. So when you learn these languages, you are absorbing those cultural values directly. So you're gaining this incredible cognitive flexibility and empathy.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it makes you highly adaptable, which is exactly what the global market demands right now.
Yeah, especially when you look at the raw numbers.
Right. Consider this. Mandarin has around 950 million native speakers compared to English with its 380 million. But when you look at total speakers, English dominates with 1.5 billion people.
Which makes it the undisputed lingua franca of international business.
But hold on, I want to push back on that a bit.
Oh,
Yeah, shouldn't technical skills matter more than language? I mean, if someone is a brilliant coder or a genius engineer, why would a grammatical error on a resume or, some hesitation in an interview hold them back?
you'd think so, right? A brilliant coder should just be judged on their code.
Yeah.
But, well, human psychology gets in the way.
How so?
There is this recent study from RSIS International looking at university students in Malaysia, and it proved exactly how this plays out in the real world. They found that in multinational teams, poor English proficiency is frequently misconstrued by employers. Misconstrued as what? Just general incompetence.
Exactly. As incompetence or a lack of professionalism.
So even if the math is perfect, if you can't articulate it clearly, employers subconsciously assume the work itself is flawed.
Precisely. They assume a poorly written resume reflects a lack of attention to detail across the board, entirely regardless of the person's actual technical ability.
Well, here's where it gets really interesting. Because a grammatical error in a boardroom might cost you a promotion, but there are environments where that exact same miscommunication literally costs lives.
Yeah, which is why English isn't just a corporate standard, it's a global safety net. We just have to look up at the sky for the perfect example of that.
Right back in 1944 at the Chicago Convention.
Yes. The International Civil Aviation Organization, or ICAO, realized back then that they needed a universal language for aviation to prevent fatal miscommunications.
And they established incredibly strict rules. Like today, international pilots and air traffic controllers actually have to maintain a minimum level 4 English proficiency, right?
Yeah, and they have to be tested on it every 3 years. I mean, they have to prove they can handle the language under immense pressure, not just memorize standard radio jargon.
It makes complete sense when you think about the chaos of a busy airspace.
And what's fascinating here is how this standard English creates a shared map in the sky.
A shared map.
Yeah, because everyone is speaking the exact same language, pilots can monitor transmissions from other aircraft around them. They aren't just talking to the control tower.
Oh, I see. So they are building a collective, real time situational awareness that keeps everyone safe.
Exactly.
So, what does this all mean for you? Mastering a language like English is far more than adding a line to your CV. It biologically rewires your brain to be sharper with extra neural pathways.
And it opens the door to 1.5 billion conversational partners.
Right. And it serves as the ultimate professional safety net, whether you are in a boardroom or a cockpit.
This raises an important question for the future, though. I mean, if English is the global standard largely because of its utility, what happens when real time AI translation becomes completely flawless?
Oh, that is a great point. If a tiny earpiece can perfectly translate every conversation for us instantly, will the biological and cultural benefits of rewiring your brain still make the immense effort of learning a language worth it? Something for you to ponder the next time you pop your earbuds in.